Now I have wrote some codes with given expression, and then now I'm gonna explain you. Firstly, I have imported Java util stack because I want to use ready stack of Java. And then here I have created a class named expression converter. And then here we have a method named is operator. This method gonna check the character. This character is operator or is not operator. As you can see, we have Boolean type. So if this character is operator, it's gonna return true. If it is not operator, it's gonna return false. In which case is this character is operator? Let's consider this. If this character is plus or minus or star or divides or power, if this character is this, so we can say that this character is operator, so returns true. And then here we have precedence method with integer type, and this precedence gonna show us these operators have some precedence. And which one is less and which one is high precedence? This gonna show us. In case of plus and minus, it's gonna return true, which means these two have less precedence. And then we have multiplying and dividing, and these two gonna return 2, which is they have medium precedence. And then in case of power, it's gonna return 3, which means this have the high precedence. And then at the end, return -1. It's gonna return -1 if this character is not operator. And then we have infix to postfix method. This method's gonna change the postfix form into the infixed form with type string. Here we have new string builder. New string builder gonna keep the postfix results. And here I just created a new stack. This tag for keep the operators. And then here we are going through the expressions character by character. If our character is letter or digit, directly we are adding this our postfix expression. Else if it is opening parenthesis, we are adding this into our stack. And if it is closing parenthesis, what we are going to do, we are removing all operators until the opening parenthesis. And also here we are removing the opening parenthesis but we don't add this postfix expression. Else if it is an operator, for example, as we have considered, plus, minus, star, divide, and power, what we are gonna do, we are popping operators from the stack that have higher or equal, precedence than the current one and add them to the postfix expression. We push the operator. No, it's push the current operator onto the stack at the end. Here, while and here we are adding the remaining operators to our postfix expression at the end, and here we are returning the results, turning the postfix result here, and this trim method gonna remove the spaces at the end. And then we have evaluate postfix method. This gonna evaluate postfix expressions. Here we are creating a new stack. This stack for keeping numbers, and we are splitting the postfix expressions according to white spaces. Here for string tokens. Here we are gonna do some calculations. Each number or each operator, if the token is a number, if it's an integer, we are adding this in our stack. And when the operator comes, we are taking two integers, our stack. Firstly, we are popping actually. Firstly, integer b, and secondly, integer a. And we're gonna do some calculations according to operators, and the results gonna add. We are gonna add the results our stack again. Here we are doing calculations according to these operators. If the operator is plus, we are adding them. We are adding these integers. If the operator is minus, we are subtracting them. If it is a star, what does that mean? We are multiplying them. If it is a divider, we're going to divide them. And lastly, if it is a power, we're taking the power of these integers. And at the end, the only elements in our stack gonna represent the result and it's gonna return. Okay, that was all. Expression converter class was like that, and I'm gonna show you the task class. In task class we have some examples from our slides. Now I'm gonna run the code and see the results. Here, this was the prefix form, and this code's gonna change into the postfix form. You know, this was the also prefix form, and this is infix postfix form, and the last one is actually in postfix form. So here already written evaluate postfix, and it's gonna return the results actually, which is 0. And this 15 is result of this postfix form. Okay, now making some changes in these examples and see the results. Let's here put a parenthesis, and okay, let's change the numbers. Here we have 4, it is minus. Oops. And it's gonna be divide. Make this 1. Okay, I have changed the numbers and some operators, and I want to see the results. Here is our result. You know, change the operators places, and this is our new postfix form. This is the result of this postfix form, and this is the result of this postfix form. Okay, that was all. Thank you for listening to me.